Next item is to approve a design and adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a construction contract with St. Francis Electric LLC for the Mills Park Neighborhood Streetlight Conversion Project in an amount not to exceed $697,300, approving construction contingency of $104,595, and appropriating $442,762 from the Capital Improvement Reserve.
Good evening again, Mr. Mayor and members of the City Council. This topic is in regards to the streetlight improvements on a regulated output on the Mills Park neighborhood. Staff understand that this project is of high importance to the City Council as well as the residents living in the neighborhood, and staff has been continuously working on this project since we knew about the outage. As we recall, we're actually here tonight to provide some good news on this project. Back in July 25th, staff presented the project to council and recommended the city council to reject the one bid that we received from Tennyson Electric in the amount of about $1,589,000, which is approximately 3 times higher than the engineer's estimate. And staff also presented this item at the special council meeting on August 16th to recommend the City Council to exercise the Public Contracts Code 2167 to allow the city with the flexibility in procuring cost proposals for this project. The Public Contracts Code recognizes that on some occasions competitive bidding does not necessarily generate the lowest possible cost for a project, and in these circumstances, the city should not spend more ratepayers' dollars than are necessary to perform the work. The City Council unanimously voted to recommend procuring a contractor pursuant to the Public Contracts Code, Section 2167, and the support by the City Council to reject the initial high bid we received and approve the use of the Public Contracts Code was highly successful. September 15th, the city received 4 proposals ranging in price from approximately $473,000 to $924,000. In comparison to the previous bid of about $1.59 million. The lowest proposal was from Green Tech Industry in the amount of $473,000. The review of the proposal determined that the firm does not meet the city minimum qualifications, and they haven't completed 5 projects for public agencies of similar nature and complexity. The firm also specializes in complete property repair and refurbishment of residential and commercial properties, and they haven't completed a streetlight electrical circuit replacement project. Based on the review of the proposals, staff is recommending St. Francis Electric to provide construction services for the project. Although St. Francis Electric cost is approximately $225,000 higher than the Green Tech Industry, staff is recommending to award the project to St. Francis Electric, as the firm has the qualification and experience to perform the work on this project. In comparison to the previous bid that we received on July 12th, St. Francis cost is approximately about $890,000 lower. St. Francis Electric has completed numerous projects of similar nature, and one of the projects was for our city, which was the installation of the new streetlight circuits when the regulated output circuits failed in the Crestmore 1 and 3 neighborhood. The cost for the proposal for the total work is about $697,000, and they indicated that a cost savings of up to $50,000 is possible if open trench work is reduced by performing trenches construction at certain locations. If awarded, the installation is anticipated to begin in October. Will likely take approximately 110 working days to complete. And there will definitely be some impacts during construction, such as dust, noise, possible parking restrictions, and pedestrian walkway closures. The city will use the city's website to update the residents on the status of the construction work, and this contractor will also send notifications prior to starting work. And since the long duration of the outage has created concerns for the residents in the neighborhood, and staff will be sending letters to residents to provide more information about the work plan and the schedule for the repair of the streetlights. And this concludes my presentation. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Good. Anything for staff? Marty?
Yes. Thank you, all right, for saving us at $890,000, right? That's the good news. What this brings to mind now is, you know, we have 400 RO circuits, and we're taking care of 24. And our budget previously was $3.1 million to take care of the 400, and we're spending close to $1 million to take care of 24. So this is I guess, a wake-up call, possibly, that we, at some point, are going to have to deal with those RO circuits, and it's going to cost substantially more. That bid that I think we were fortunate to be able to get is nearly 5 times the cost that we currently think that we would be charging to do the remaining of them. So I think it's great that we're moving forward with this, but we as a council need to start allocating money, because when a neighborhood goes out, we have to put the lights back on. The other thing that we could maybe look at is thinking outside the box of how maybe we could power individual streetlights with underground from the home, from the residents, to look at what that would require, maybe a separate meter, because this is really expensive. We have to figure out how we're going to do it, and we really don't have the money. We have no money to do this. We don't have money to do our streets, and we have to figure out how we're going to pay for all these critically important safety issues, road issues. So it's something that we probably should start thinking about and figuring out how we're going to pay for it. Thank you.
Anyone else? Action by the council?
I'll introduce the resolution.
Vice Mayor Ibarra,
Aye.
Councilmember Marty Medina,
Aye.
Councilmember Rico Medina,
Aye.
Councilmember O'Connell,
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye. We already did the franchise agreement with Recology, and we'll go to the last item, which